Hi everyone, and welcome once again to my sales tips to help you become super easy to say yes to so that you can grow a thriving coaching business. Hi, I'm Marie Rogers, so if we're watching this live, say hi. If you're watching the replay, try that one again, say hi too. I love hearing from you. So today, what are we going to be looking at? We're going to be looking at the secret truth to hearing yes again and again and again from your ideal clients. It's what we all want. It's why we started up in business. Hi there, enjoy. It's why you started up in business. It's why you started your coaching business. You wanted to work with your ideal clients, you wanted to serve, and you wanted to help them solve their problems and transform. And maybe that's not going quite according to the plan or the vision that you had. So if that's the case, I want you to sit back and pin back your ears and find out a secret truth that you could use to turn that around. Because after all, you do want to work with your ideal clients. So what is it? Well, here is the secret truth. You have to get clients working with you and paying you money. That's not the secret, okay? That's just a reality. Without that, you don't have a business. However, what is the biggest fear that is stopping people getting clients, before we go into the secret truth, is three things, okay? Fear of sales is the #1 thing that is stopping people getting clients. Fear, and that fear is caused by, #1, they feel that they're going to be too pushy. And the last thing they want to be doing is perceived as that. That makes them feel really awkward. The second thing that they fear is that their prospects can't or don't see the value of working with them. So what that then means is that they feel that they're too expensive and they're going to be rejected on price. And the third thing is that they actually have difficulty starting the conversation about working together, truly feeling awkward about it. Now, here is the secret truth, okay? You want clients, they have to buy from you. Fact. Without that, no business, right? Fear of sales is actually paralyzing over 60% of entrepreneurs. So over 60% are not even making offers with ease or confidence or even clarity because they fear those three fears that we've just spoke about. So you're now at a crossroads here. So you want clients that need to buy from you, okay? How do you get to that? When you fear being salesy, pushy, not seeing the value, and you have difficulty starting that conversation. So what do? Okay? Here is the secret truth. You have only two options. One, you learn how to sell, okay? So you have to sell, right? So you have to sell. And that it does make people feel, well, I've got to push, I've got to persuade, I've got to influence, I've got to deal with objections, I've got to chase people, I've got to hustle a bit. That's selling, okay? Or, the hidden truth, you become super easy to say yes to. Literally super easy to buy from, to the extent where your clients are excited to work with you and are asking you how they can work with you. Now, you've got those two options, and I'm actually going to ask everybody live or watching this on the replay to post which one of those they want to be. So do you want to sell, or do you want to be super easy to buy from? Do you want to be really easy to say yes to? I'm looking forward to seeing your comments, okay? Because here's the reality. I don't, even though it's Sales on Fire, I actually don't teach anyone how to sell. Can I? Yeah. I've spent 30 years studying sales psychology. I've spent 30 years well, before starting my own business, in sales. Top of my game, multi-million-pound campaigns. And never once have I taught anyone how to sell. What I have taught is how to be super easy to say yes to. So if basically you don't get this bit right, here's what happens. So you don't have any clients. So you're not working with the people that you truly want to, and every day you're turning up and you're not doing what you really want to do. You're spending all your time hustling and doing all the stuff that you don't want to do, like creating content or trying to reach out and other people's hoping that somebody's going to actually ask to work with you. you've got no money. The bank account's gone down and down and down. It doesn't seem to have gone back up. It's like a leaky bucket. But the only problem is there's nothing going in. Okay? And that feels horrible. And ultimately what ends up happening is that you end up undercharging, constantly lowering your price again and again and again, but it doesn't turn into the flood of clients that you thought it would. And then you're stuck. But if you become super easy to say yes to, because remember, fear of sales is keeping you stuck, and that's not going to change, okay? So by being super easy to say yes to, what actually happens? Well, if you get this bit right, you've got a constant flow of happy clients who are ultimately excited to work with you and are actually asking you how they can work with you. So they're chasing you and you're not chasing them. You have a healthy bank account where money's coming into it regularly and it's going up and up and up. There's no leaky bucket. And ultimately, you're in a position where you can start investing in yourself, improving the self-development that you wanted, working with the coaches that you wanted to work with, investing in a VA or a team to do the bits that you don't want to do. And you stop literally undercharging. In fact, you get this bit right, you're so confident and you're so clear on what your value is that your prices increase. Okay? Now, that's who's coming to join us. That's Socks. Okay? It's not a ghost, it's Socks. So here's 3 ways that you can become easy to say yes to. There's a lot more, but I'm going to tell you 3 of them. Number 1, you need to be the leader in the conversation. Because if you don't lead, you'll end up following, and no one buys from a follower. So you need to lead the conversation and make sure that it's really conversational so that it never feels awkward. It should always feel like you're actually sitting chatting with your best friend. Believe it or not, that's the kind of conversations that end up in a yes. So leading the conversation, absolutely crucial. Second, self-realization is actually a powerful tool, because what happens is people sell themselves. And that's what you want. Really easy to say yes to is when people actually sell themselves. And you're saying, well, how does that happen, Marie? What you've got to be is a master at asking questions. Not only a question, but actually some of the right questions that really help people understand exactly where they are and how stuck they are and where they want to be and the steps that help them get there, working with you. Okay? So if you don't feel like, and as a coach, you're already adept at asking questions, but sometimes the leading questions that help people take their head out the sand and truly appreciate the enormity or the pain of the situation, so that they are then keen to resolve it and to work with someone that can help them to get to where they want to be. It's mind-blowing. You literally want people going, how can I work with you? Because I now truly understand exactly where I am. And you've not had to do anything apart from ask questions. Third, you don't offer only one way of working with someone. You give them a choice. And as you've always heard me, power of 3, power of 3. So that you change the conversation from one offer, which right away, you all know, guys, 70% that you're going to get a no if you only offer one way of working with someone. However, if you have the power of 3 and you've taken your signature system, we'll try it over there, the pain to the joy, if you've taken your signature system and you've made it so that it's actually became 3 options, then you will find that people with ease say yes and make a confident choice, because you've changed it, your Socks, from if you work together to which way you work together. So let me tell you about how doable this is. So Maria, who's the one that I actually is the image that you see, never work with animals. She's out over looking for a treat. This is Socks, right? Maria, before she started working with me, had developed a signature system over 5 years and had spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in coaching, never had a client. First month went from 0 to 5,400. Still hasn't sold that 12-week program, but has changed her niche and her direction. Okay, but within 1 month, 0 to 5,400. She has continued to bring in clients on a regular basis, and you've just seen there a very recent post, €3,500 sold with ease. So her price has steadily increased. If you'd seen some other posts that were like, I think 2 weeks before that, just sold a 30-day for €1,000. It literally is. She's leading the conversations. One of the three things she's doing is leading the conversations. She's asking the right questions, and she's given the power of three. There's a few others. She's got the 7 steps to yes. There's a couple of other things she's doing, but those are the three main things that she's actually doing. If I look at Stevie, actually, I wish I could play, because I want you to know how doable this is, guys, how easy it is, and how much easier it is than trying to sell, okay? Because once you learn how to become easy to say yes to, life, to be perfectly honest, is a pure joy. Really it is, because you do have that constant flow of clients without any of the stress of learning how to sell, okay? Stevie actually had childhood issues. She said to me when she came to me, she went, I literally am paralysed at having a sales conversation. I literally can't do it. Marketing, I'm great at, but the fact is I'm not closing sales because I can't have that conversation. And it stems back to my childhood. And we looked at it and I went, let me promise you one thing, Stevie. I want you to remember this mental moment of feeling the way that you do now and the fear that you have with sales. And I'm going to make you a promise that I'm going to make you so easy to say yes to that you are literally going to have a constant flow of clients. And she went, if you can do that for me, Marie, I will be supremely grateful. I'm going to tell you that this has started, she's now in her second month, and on the 11th of April, she actually sent me a message broken down for April, May and June, forecasting what her quarter is going to be like. And it is over $66,000. Yes, over $66,000 by the 11th of April for April, May and June. She literally sent me an audio today via Messenger, which I can't play because there's a lot of sweary words in it, as she was dancing around the living room. She's just got a $15,000 yes, from somebody who'd raised an objection, who came back to her, raised an objection, we dealt with it, and actually they've now paid them more. So they went from, I'm not sure that I'm going to buy because of this. She went back, dealt with the objection really easy. They just went, oh my God, I actually want to now pay you even more money. So we were both dancing, okay? She just cannot believe how easy it is for people to say yes to her, because she says, I'm not actually selling. And that can be you too. Because what happened when I went into sales nearly 30 years ago, I went into a really highly targeted environment. And everybody, you know, I went into it was quite aggressive, but it was an advertising. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to sell just for the sake of having a number up on the board. And I actually learned that leading the conversation, so I learned all the training that they gave me, and I picked out the bits, and I dived deeper into the psychology behind it. And I knew that if I was the leader in that conversation and helped lead it, I asked the right questions and I gave them options, that people were selling themselves. And the result of that was multi-million-pound campaigns. The leader actually multi-award winner, and I turned around underperforming teams up and down the country, and went on then to grow my own business, which, as you know, I've got two, which has created multi-million-pound campaigns. Now, I'm nothing special. I don't have some hidden gene that makes me amazing at sales, because like that, I actually too fear being too pushy. Genuinely, I would hate to be seen as pushy. I suffer at times like, do people see the value of what I do? But the value is so apparent because they're posting about it. And maybe, okay, I don't have difficulty starting that conversation, but I did. I no longer, because I'm confident about it and I have a system. But all of my clients felt the same way. And I just want you to know, guys, if you're sitting there and you're going, I don't want to be salesy, but I'm really not having enough clients, lead the conversation. Ask the right questions so that people actually have self-realization, and ultimately give them the power of three, so that you change the conversation from which to which. And if you really feel that you want to deep dive further into this, and you are ready to change the outcome and to get a constant flow of clients and get rid of the headache and the burnout and the overwhelm, then maybe it's time to reach out and investigate how you could become easy to say yes to too. Because after all, isn't that what you want? Your choice. What I do want, however, is I want you to actually post your biggest takeaways from today, because I'm showing up every week and giving you them, and I want to hear what's actually resonating with you. So from today, you've got, are you the leader in the conversation? Do you feel that you're asking the right questions that are leading to self-realization? And are you giving more than one option? Just 3 out of my tool bags for you to quickly be able to implement. Or are you feeling that you're not really cracked it yet and that you're not getting the flow of clients that you want, and that maybe it's time to change? Maybe it's time to investigate, is there another option to get you to where you want to be? Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing the comments. I'm thankful for everybody that's actually just joined me. I see there's quite a few of you, and I know that more will actually be watching the replay that's up to tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And in the meantime, I'm going to wish you all well. I'm going to wish you the best week possible. And I am going to take Socks, who obviously has joined us, okay? And I'm going to go and feed her, okay? Right, take care. Bye. Says bye, Socks.